Good afternoon, folks. Those that are joining with us, Cornerstone Baptist Church family and friends of Cornerstone Baptist Church, or those that are watching, thank you for coming. Just a real quick couple of announcements. Of course, as you know, this is January 7th. Yesterday was an interesting day for our nation, and I would ask if you would to join us in prayer for our country and for our president, President Donald Trump. If you would hold him up in prayer. And for these days and for these hours, hold, if you would, our president, of course, that God would protect him in this time. I want to give you a couple of announcements to our church family and those that are watching. We are having, coming up, the beginning of our new members class. Starts in a couple of weeks. Actually, next week. I want to note a couple of things here. If you are 18 years of age, we have 4 or 5 of you that are in the church family that are going from 17 to 18. Please note here that it is your responsibility. If you wanted to join Cornerstone Baptist Church, of course, you can avail yourself to that class, understand what the covenant of Cornerstone Baptist is, of the Bible, and of course what we are going to be teaching in that class, and sign up for that class. I think we have right now 15 or 17 folks signed up for that. That's a real blessing. And just a note that at the end of that class, we're going to have a fellowship here in the fellowship hall and be able to talk with you and answer any questions face to face. Please note, you need to sign up. Go to findlay.church and you'll find the sign-up sheet will be emailed to you, some more information. And we're actually going to hard copy mail you the packet, the Constitution, our church constitution, and then the covenant. And so you'll have all that in hard copies. There was a miscommunication on that. As far as the schedule for the services, quickly, we are still in the A and B situation. The 9 o'clock service is the safety enhanced service. We have people that come to church and they wear the mask the entire church service. So when they're sitting down, when they're singing, they're wearing their masks. And so if you would like, you can come to that 9 o'clock service, and then the 10:30 service and the 6 o'clock service on Sunday, same thing, but we're just asking the people to wear the mask, their mask from the door to the chair, and when they get up and leave, they can wear their mask. If they fellowship, to please have their mask on. And so it's still safety measures are in place. There are no nurseries during the church services at this point. But we do have junior church, and that would be for actually 3 years old all the way up in the fellowship hall. And there is social distancing as much as we can with children there. And so every Sunday morning we have junior church. And so whatever service, whether you're in the A group or B group, we do have that, just to remind you that we are having junior church. This week, of course, this is the January 7th, this Sunday coming up, Group A will be in the Sunday school, which would be at the 6 o'clock hour. We moved that to the 6 o'clock hour, meaning that your teenagers and your singles will have their own class. Just a note on that. And then we'll be meeting here in this hour. We have a Brother Ramos going to be with us this Sunday morning at the 9 o'clock and the 10:30 service. And so a special speaker, that's always a blessing, and so be in your place for that. Wednesday night, we did start our midweek prayer and Bible study up again this last Wednesday. Had a good crowd for the first service. So you're more than welcome to come every Wednesday night. You do not have to be part of A or B. It's just anyone can come that would like to come is more than welcome to come. And that is at 6:30. If you're a visitor and you'd like to join or actually visit Cornerstone Baptist Church, you can come to any one of the services. You don't have to come to A, B, or 9. It doesn't really matter what it is, even the Wednesday night. All visitors, it's open, the doors are open for you to come, and come as frequently as you would like. We're open for business. If you'd like to come, you're more than welcome to. Also, we are having a wedding this weekend. That's why the platform looks different than it usually does. Ashley and Josh are getting married, and we are rejoicing with them. But we are going to be live streaming that this weekend, so please note on that at 10:30 the ceremony starts. And if you'd like to watch them get married, you're more than welcome to do that. All right? I think that kind of updates us on where we are today. If you are and have been paying attention to what's happening in our nation, this is a difficult time for all of us. And I would ask if you would, as a believer, as an American citizen, to be in prayer for your nation. Our nation, I believe, is in distress right now. And we need God's hand and God's protection. And so be in prayer for that. I would direct you to the text that I actually brought to the church service last week. If you want to know what's going on in your nation, you could probably go to 2 Samuel chapter 15 and read through that and study that. And I believe that will update you on the biblical response on what the nation should be doing. And so be in prayer, if you would, for your country, for your president, for the preachers, and of course all those who are in law enforcement across our nation. We are in distress right now. I said last night that we are a nation in distress. We're a nation that is divided, and we are a nation that, for the most part, is in deception. And that's been prevalent for quite some time. But the division between our nation has increased even more after yesterday's events. But as a pastor, as believers, we can pray. And I would ask if you would, to be in prayer for your nation. So thank you for coming. I do appreciate just a quick update on upcoming events for this weekend. We have some other things going on that are missions trips and missions oriented, but we'll cover that later. Okay, God bless you. See you later.